What if I told you there is a country in Africa where deserts meet the Atlantic Ocean, where some of the tallest sand dunes on Earth rise from an ancient landscape, and where you can drive for hours without seeing another human being? Welcome to Namibia, a country of breathtaking landscapes, incredible wildlife, and fascinating cultures. But behind the postcard images is another story. This is the hidden truth of Namibia. And before we begin, make sure you subscribe to Next Stop Travel TV, turn on notifications, and share this documentary with someone who loves discovering the real stories behind beautiful countries. Let's start with something many people don't realize. Namibia is enormous. It covers more than 800,000 square kilometers, yet its population is relatively small. That means Namibia has one of the lowest population densities in the world. And you feel it. Drive outside the major towns and suddenly the landscape opens up. Roads stretch toward the horizon. The silence becomes almost overwhelming. There are places where the nearest settlement can be many kilometers away. But this emptiness isn't meaningless. It is part of Namibia's identity. The country's geography has shaped everything from its economy to its culture and even the way people travel. Namibia is a land where distance matters. Wait. Most of you are not subscribing. Please click on the subscribe button and share this video. Good! Now let's continue. When people hear Namibia, one word often comes to mind: desert. And for good reason. The Namib Desert stretches along Namibia's Atlantic coastline and is considered one of the world's oldest deserts. Some parts of this landscape have experienced arid conditions for millions of years. But here's the fascinating part. The desert isn't actually lifeless. Look closer. Tiny insects move beneath the sand. Plants survive using incredibly efficient adaptations. And animals have developed extraordinary ways of finding water. The famous fog that rolls in from the Atlantic Ocean is particularly important. In some parts of the Namib, fog can provide enough moisture for specially adapted plants and animals to survive. So while the desert may look empty, it is actually full of life. You just have to know where to look. Then there is Sossusvlei, perhaps one of the most recognizable landscapes in Africa. The enormous dunes appear almost unreal. Their orange and red colors change depending on the position of the sun. And then you reach Deadvlei, a white clay pan surrounded by massive dunes, with ancient dead camel thorn trees standing like sculptures. It looks like a scene from another planet. But there is a hidden lesson here. Namibia's beauty can be unforgiving. Temperatures can become extreme. Water is precious. And the desert doesn't care whether you're a tourist or a local. Nature sets the rules here. Now let's travel to one of Namibia's strangest places, the Skeleton Coast. The name alone sounds like something from a horror movie. And historically, this coastline earned its reputation for good reason. Strong Atlantic currents, dense fog, rough seas, and dangerous coastal conditions have contributed to numerous shipwrecks. The beaches became scattered with the remains of vessels that never made it home. But here's the strange contradiction. The Skeleton Coast is both deadly and incredibly beautiful. Thousands of seals can gather along sections of the coast. Desert-adapted animals roam nearby. And fog provides a vital source of moisture in this otherwise extremely dry environment. One of Namibia's greatest secrets is not hidden beneath the sand. It's walking across it. Namibia is home to elephants, lions, giraffes, cheetahs, black rhinos, and many other species. But protecting wildlife in Namibia isn't simply about putting animals behind fences. It is also about convincing people who share the land with these animals that conservation can benefit their communities. And that brings us to one of Namibia's biggest stories. Desert-adapted elephants, for example, can travel enormous distances in search of food and water. And Namibia has played an important role in rhino conservation. The country is also famous for its free-roaming wildlife and community-based conservation programs. For decades, many African communities faced a difficult question. Why should people living alongside dangerous wildlife protect animals that can destroy crops, kill livestock, or threaten human lives? Namibia experimented with a different approach. Community-based conservancies gave local communities greater roles in managing wildlife and natural resources. The idea was simple: If wildlife generates legitimate economic benefits through tourism and conservation, local communities have stronger reasons to protect it. Traditionally, many Himba women are known for their distinctive hairstyles and the use of ochize, a mixture traditionally associated with red ochre and fat. But there's an important warning for travelers. These are not costumes, these are living cultures. People with families, beliefs, traditions, problems, and ambitions. So when visiting cultural communities, responsible tourism matters. Ask before photographing people. Respect sacred spaces. Don't reduce an entire culture to an Instagram moment. Because Namibia isn't a museum, it's a living country. But Namibia's history has a deeply painful chapter. During the colonial period, the territory was known as German Southwest Africa. German colonial rule was marked by violent conflict with indigenous communities. Between 1904 and 1908, German forces carried out campaigns against the Herero and Nama peoples. The atrocities included mass killings, forced displacement, imprisonment, and brutal conditions. The events are widely recognized as genocide. This history continues to influence Namibia today. It is not simply something found in a textbook. It is part of an ongoing conversation about memory, justice, recognition, and reparations. And then there is Windhoek, the capital. Compared with the vast emptiness of the desert, Windhoek feels surprisingly lively.
Modern buildings stand alongside historic architecture. Restaurants and cafes attract locals and travelers. Businesses operate alongside traditional markets.
And Namibia's political and economic life is concentrated here. But Windhoek also reveals another side of the country. Like many cities around the world, Namibia's capital has economic differences between neighborhoods.
Namibia may look like paradise from a tourist brochure, but paradise has a price. The country faces serious challenges. Water scarcity is one of them. Unemployment and inequality are also major concerns. The cost of living can be difficult for ordinary households, particularly in urban areas. For travelers, Namibia's remote beauty is an adventure. For people who live there, that same remoteness can mean longer journeys to schools, hospitals, markets, and jobs. This is the hidden contradiction of Namibia. The same vast spaces that make the country extraordinary can also make development more difficult. But beneath Namibia's seemingly empty landscape lies another source of wealth: minerals. Namibia is known for uranium and diamonds, among other mineral resources. Mining plays a significant role in the country's economy, but natural resources also create difficult questions. Who benefits from the wealth? How much should local communities receive? How do you protect fragile ecosystems while developing the economy? These are not uniquely Namibian questions, but in a country with such a fragile environment, they become especially important. Namibia isn't only a desert country, it also has a remarkably productive ocean. The cold Benguela Current brings nutrient-rich waters along the Atlantic coast that supports marine ecosystems and important fisheries. So here's the irony. Namibia can be incredibly dry on land, while its ocean is rich with life.
And when the sun disappears, Namibia reveals another secret: its sky. Far from major cities, artificial light is minimal. The result?
Some of the most spectacular night skies imaginable. The Milky Way appears almost three-dimensional. Stars cover the horizon. And suddenly, the desert that looked empty during the day becomes alive with light. For centuries, humans have looked at the same sky and wondered about their place in the universe. Tourism is one of Namibia's greatest opportunities. Visitors come for the dunes, the wildlife, the skeleton coast, the silence. But responsible tourism can go much deeper. Where possible, choose locally owned businesses, support community conservancies, hire local guides,
buy authentic local crafts, respect cultural traditions, and remember that every beautiful photograph represents a real place where real people live. The best traveler doesn't simply ask,
"What can I get from this country?" They also ask, "What can my visit contribute?" Namibia teaches us something powerful. A country cannot be understood from its tourist attractions alone. You have to look beneath the surface.
Beyond the dunes, beyond the safari vehicles, beyond the luxury lodges, beyond the photographs. Because Namibia is not just a destination, it is a story.
This is Next Stop Travel TV. If you enjoyed this journey into the hidden side of Namibia, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and share this documentary.